Hello and welcome to John O'Groats. So did you get it right where I'd end up on day 4? Well, here I am, John O'Groats, my first and main destination for my trip. Yes, I made it. I've never made it this far before, never been. And as per usual, it's a signpost pointing the direction, but at least it's not charged by a photographer who's revved it off, who wants to make money. So you can actually get access to it. There's a few photos of me going around. So today will be mainly about getting from John O'Groats to Thurso, and then across towards Tong, and then up to Durness, and following the coast as much as I can, all the way down the west coast, down to Ullapool. Find out what sort of roads I get to travel along, as I have no idea what the scenery is going to be like, what the road conditions are going to be like, or anything else along that matter. You can see the map in the left hand side. It's showing you the route I took today, and it's a good way of tracing back where you actually went to, and there's photos, etc, etc. So stay with me. Thank you for coming and joining me on this nice little trip around the very northern roads in Scotland. Let's see what the weather has in store for me, what the views have in store for me. This road surface looks quite like loose chippings that are well worn, and are on the A836 towards Thurso, and it's a beautiful sunny day. I will be quiet and just let you listen to the engine noise and look at the lovely scenery, so you can spend some time having a look around. So instead of heading east towards John O'Groats and going down the east coast like a lot of people seem to do, I'm heading west towards the mountains. Still using Google Maps for the satellite navigation rather than the onboard navigation, simply because at 40-50 mile an hour with my earplugs in, I just can't hear her speak. So I don't actually get the verbal instructions of where I'm supposed to be going. And as I said previously, I have no idea what 5,000 inches looks like. I might get used to it eventually, but it doesn't mean I don't actually know where the turn is until I've gone past it. I've never ridden on a road. Oh, sorry, I'll restate that. I've never ridden on a road where it has cattle grids. This, to me, is more like a UK B road. I'm guessing if it was raining and stormy weather, this would be an absolutely miserable ride. It's very exposed. North Sea to one side, and lots of heather and wilderness to the left. You find this quite hard, I would imagine, if it's windy. But as you can see, it's still an absolutely cracking morning. Say on day 3's video that this road surface does catch me out today. Today's camera footage mainly comes from my Insta360. For some reason I didn't take much footage at all on my RS. Or if I did, I've accidentally deleted it. Rookie mistake, but I can't find it anywhere. These guys on the motorbikes passing me right now have just seen me, not too long ago, try and high side my motorcycle up a hill. Yes, I was being impatient, trying to pass a vehicle that was in front of me going a little bit slower than I wished. Unfortunately, this motorcycle doesn't have traction control. It's probably the only thing I would quite like to have had on the bike that isn't available. But this has no creature comforts and as such. So therefore, you have to ride the motorcycle rather than the motorcycle allowing you to get away with doing murder. Oh yeah, they're well done. They're riding far faster than I am. I don't know whether they've been up here before, they're local or what, but they disappeared without a trace. One of the novel things I've found about riding in Scotland that you don't see in the UK is there are signs telling people not to hinder or obstruct people's progress, even if that means they're behind you and they're going faster than you. And people will pull over and just let you pass. There's bodies of water all over the place here. I don't know which bit you'd like to look at the most. That one on the left, that one on the right. The one going up over the hill. This road is unsuitable for heavy vehicles. It's a lot steeper than it looks on camera. The road surface is a bit, let's say, not the best. But I have a funny feeling it leads to something very marvellous, and is a bit of a shortcut. But it has got passing places, so I don't want to meet anything coming the other way. Fingers crossed. It was definitely one of those roads I decided that, yeah, it's worth the risk. What comes next is pretty spectacular. But first of all, I do need to take a quick pit stop and show you the view. as I'm concerned, the view on this next bit of road is absolutely stunning. It is a beautiful, clean summer's day, and I don't think I could have asked for better conditions getting to the following location. Honestly, this is like the ends of the world to get to, but if you're ever up here in Scotland and you're an hour away, it's well worth the drive just to go over this causeway. Big bridge. Oh, his name Kate came across here on the adventure. Everywhere you go, there seems to be a body of water. Please, if you like this video and the effort it's taken me to create it, please like and subscribe so you don't miss day 5. Day 4, as you might find out towards the end of the video, is where things start to go a little bit pear-shaped, shall we say. So stay with me and find out a little bit more later on. This is classed as the Highlands of Scotland, and you can clearly see why. It's just such a beautiful place. There's places you could stop along the way, places like Smooth Cave and the castle that's going to come up in a minute or so, and you could go exploring. There's plenty of destinations other than just riding the bike. But me, I'm just enjoying the view that I've got without stopping and enjoying the journey. As you can see, the rain started, and this, to be honest, is one of those things you expect in Scotland. You expect it to rain, but as you can see, it's caught me slightly unawares as I don't have my waterproof jacket over the top. So we're taking the fact that it's warm, wet, or you could say moist, but it's a bit more than moist. It's a new jacket, should be waterproof. Nope. Oh well, you live and learn. Going across this bridge, and I'm not going to try and pronounce it, is another place to get some stunning views. And the 360 camera works brilliantly again. It gives me views that I can't see while I'm riding. Those behind me, yeah, my mirrors aren't that good. I have to say though, hitting a cattle grid at 50 miles an hour plus is a little bit disturbing for the first time you do it, even for somebody who likes to go over cattle grids quickly. Even riding in the rain doesn't spoil the real views that you're going to get. It's just, well, where'd you look? I mean, I would like to have been chauffeur driven and just stared out the windows gawping all day. But even so, it's still a lovely thing to do ride with a motorcycle. not even going to try and pronounce the castle's name that's coming up shortly. But this is the road to Ullapool. Turning left in a second. Oh yeah, and my sat nav still doesn't say, this is the way. Disappointingly. This place is supposed to be haunted. Not that that's the reason why I'm not stopping. I'm absolutely soaked. Boots, gloves, t-shirt, but that's to be discovered later when I take off my jacket. I can't tell that my front of my t-shirt is absolutely dripping at this point. So as I alluded to, the problems are going to start at the end of day 4. One of those will be something to do with my gear. One of those will be to do with my motorcycle. Actually, maybe that 2. There's an electronical issue with the motorcycle that is a bit strange. And there's a mechanical issue that happens with the bike as well. So I find these things out at the end of day 4 as I park up and the start of day 5. So feel free to hang around and click like and subscribe and join me on day 5 to find out exactly what's gone wrong.
Squeaky back brake. Sure, it's a squeaky back brake.